Producers versus consumers. How does money flow? In this video, I will talk about how money flows and how to use that to your advantage. Hey everyone, this is Sharon Ross with Marketing Technology Coach, and I love helping people grow their business with online marketing and social media, especially video. If you're new here, go ahead and I ask you to say hi in the comments. I would love to meet you. So I was journaling, yes, in my journal, old-fashioned paper, journaling this morning around something that my mentor had said recently, and I didn't quite agree with it. So what he said was, leaders get paid and followers pay. Now, to me, it struck me as very cynical, and it's like it didn't sit with me well. So I decided to really think on it, and it's like, well, do I believe that? Do I not believe that? What do I really believe? And it came down to, because he refined it into shifting from consuming to producing. That I was a little more in line with. So the idea that money flows to producers and flows from consumers. And even that's just it's a little too broad stroke for me. It's money flows to producing activities and flows from consuming activities. So if I want to consume something, I'm going to have to pay for it and receive that something from a producer, somebody who's producing it. But we do that all the time. An individual will do production activities as well as consumption activities. And that doesn't matter whether you're an entrepreneur, you're an employee, if you're a student, you will do activities that if you're going to be consuming something, food, information, products, you will have to pay to the person who has produced that. Just as like if you're an employee, you're producing something for the employer, which leads into my next point. And they pay you a paycheck. Perfectly natural kind of combination. And the only time that this dynamic doesn't happen is if there's an outside force involved. So the government may step in and give, well, even that, they're still going to pay. Ultimately, it still works out that way. I have to think about that. But so if you consume, you pay. Sometimes you don't actually pay, somebody pays on your behalf. So that's in the like in the government situation. Or if you're a child, your parent will pay on your behalf. And I also got thinking on a little bit further as far as if you create a system and that produces, you receive from that system the net. So a system will, like a business, will produce something and will consume something in order to do that production. So there's always going to be that dynamic. And if you create a system, if you create your own business, then you as the owner of that entity receive the net of all of the producing activities and all of the consuming activities. So if it's efficient and the balance in the mix is correct, you get paid in profits in a company. Or if the mix is out of balance and you're consuming more than you're producing, just like in a household or your own personal life, then you will be paying out. So a fairly basic concept, I think, but I really needed to clarify that in my head. So that leads me to the question of the day. Yes, today is going to be more philosophical. Let's put that in there. Let's go with YouTube questioning. What are you producing to encourage money to flow to you? Share your comments and thoughts in the comments below. Would love to start a dialogue. With that, I'm going to go ahead and hide that. I am Sharon Ross. If you want to join me on this grand adventure of online marketing that I am going through, consider joining my free Facebook group. I have some units in there that I've been adding to with links to different things depending on where you are on your journey. If you're catching this on YouTube, in the comments below, I have the same thing. I have the links relative to different phases in learning that might interest you. Remember, imperfect action is better than no action. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.